Hey everybody, we're back. On this video, I'm going to just walk through in detail the discussion boards for the semester. So if you look at our homepage or get started page, there's the syllabus video. If you go down to guidelines for discussion boards and you'll click on this, and discussion boards for readings in Shakespeare Spring 2024. Our discussion boards will consist of 10 dates where you will post a response to the reading on Blackboard under discussion boards. Here's how to get to our discussion boards. Log on to Blackboard, click on discussion board, click on the discussion board for the date, click on create thread, create your thread and hit submit. And I'm gonna show you this again in a moment. But here are the details about the discussion boards. Each entry will be roughly 300 to 500 words, and that's total for the whole entry, not each question. I don't want to read all that. So the minimum, I want you to get to at least 300 words. You can go over 500 if you want, but get to 300 words. Put some thought and some analysis into the responses. Don't say, Hamlet's cool. I like it. Put some thought and analysis into it. They will address the questions that will be posted. Each entry should specifically address the text in question and be supplemented by 1 to 2 direct quotes from the text. So when you're writing about Hamlet, I want you to include 1 to 2 quotes from the play. The entry will be due by midnight of the assigned date. For example, the discussion board for Tuesday, January 30th will be due by midnight. Our syllabus states the discussion boards, forums, I use the name interchangeably, are worth 350 points. This breaks down to 35 points for each discussion board. This is a huge component of our grades, right? Our class is based off of 1,000 points. So I like to do that because you can really add everything up and know what you got. So if you end up with 940 points, that's 94%, right? 350 points, that's a big chunk of the class. Entries that do not meet the requirements will receive less credit. Entries that are more than a day late will receive less credit. Entries that are more than a week late receive no credit. So, if you need a day, I understand. But you're not doing this. I'm not doing any of the discussion boards, and we're at the end of the semester. Can I do everyone and turn them in? That's not going to fly. So if something comes up, obviously, and you need a little more time, that's fine. But stick on top of these. Here are the dates that are followed. And I'll usually post these a week or two before. Each Tuesday, a discussion board will be due. So there are the dates. The discussion boards are important and account for 35% of our class. If you miss discussion boards, your grade will drop. These serve many purposes. It makes sure we're doing the readings without resorting to pop quizzes. Also, and for me, the most important aspect of this is you can build on what you have written in your discussion board for your paper. That's why I want you to include a quote or two, because in your papers, you're going to be quoting from the play. So the more time and effort you put into discussion boards, this will help you for the papers. So that's a quick overview. Here's how you get to the discussion boards from our Blackboard page. And again, here are the guidelines here. So please close read this and follow this. On our toolbar, click discussion board. There it is right there. Click on discussion board. And you see this discussion board for Tuesday, January 30th. It's in blue here. You click on that. And you got to click on create thread. Some people click on this and are like, I can't find it. You got to click on create thread. So go to create thread. And for your subject, you could just put first discussion board. I don't really care about this. And you can answer it. You have a couple options. You can just answer it in the box here. You can number your, like that. Or you can attach a Microsoft Word or a PDF document if you prefer to work. I like to work in Microsoft Word. But here's what you're going to be doing. Answer the questions below. And some of these will just be general. Other of these will be more specific. So what's your experience with Shakespeare? What have you read before? Do you have a favorite? What are your expectations for the class? What do you hope to get out of the class? Is there a Shakespeare play you always wanted to read but haven't? And here we're looking at some of the themes of our class. I want you to talk about your ideas of guilt, indecision, revenge, etc., etc., etc. What is the first thought, idea that pops into your mind when you think about Hamlet, the play, and also Hamlet, the character? That's the first play we're going to look at. And then we're looking at the sonnets. Close read the sonnets. What's one line that jumps out to you? Why is it so striking? What is one line that's confusing? Watch, listen to the videos. Are the videos helpful? Why or why not? And I want you to get 300 to 500 words for all these. Not each one. This is total, and you can go over, right? But you got to at least get to 300 words for this. So once you write your discussion board, you got to hit submit. I've had people write the whole thing and they X out and they don't hit submit and they lose it. So you got to make sure you hit submit. So that's the discussion board. I'll post, there'll be one a week. It should, my goal is it should take you 10 to 20 minutes, around that time. These are helpful for the papers. So that's the quick video on the discussion boards. Please, again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, email me. If you're confused about anything, I'll meet with you in person or over video. So that's the discussion boards. All right.